So good day, everyone. Again, I'm Rev Melissa, and as Rev Joan has shared, our talk today is Soul Food for Liberation. But before we get there, I just want to remind everyone that at Rockland CSL, our annual theme is Rooted in Oneness, Living as Principle. And our theme for September is the Collective Harvest. And it's a chance to reflect on what you planted, what you're reaping, what you're nurturing, and what we are called to gather together. So we've been exploring resting, dreaming, and today we are invited to resist. So I don't plan on being before you long because I really want to have a discussion today because I have a feeling that someone here may be feeling heavy with what's happening in our world. So I want to give us some time to just be in community with each other to share. So the word resist can bring up all kinds of feelings for people. And you may be familiar with the saying, what we resist, persists. Yes, what we resist persists. But I want you to listen for it in a different way today. I want you to listen to it in a way that invites you in to something. And so I start with just giving you a little definition about the word resist. It comes from a Latin word that is, I don't speak Latin, I think it's resistere, maybe. And it means to remain standing. Now, when you think of resist, do you think of remaining standing? No. And that's why it's so important to understand the root of words, because the definitions of words can change over time. But each word is rooted in something. And so resist is rooted in to stand. And more specifically, to stand again. To stand again. So I believe that here now, 2025, we are being called to stand again. Yes? Yes. To stand again for truth, for justice, and for the all-encompassing power of love. Dr. King speaks about this power of love. He said, power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice. And justice at its best is power correcting everything that stands against love. Now, Dr. King said that in 1967. We are in 2025. I think it's time that we restand again. Yes? Yes. So we good with resist? We got that? All right, so let's move on to soul. So we saw a demonstration of some soul today when Carl jumped up and danced across the floor, right? His soul was feeling quite expressive. And I tell you, Carl, it was a joy to see. And I'm glad we have it recorded. Ernest Holmes is the founder of Science of Mind. And he describes the soul as the creative medium of spirit. It is the mirror of the mind. It reflects whatever we give to it. The soul doesn't reject, it doesn't analyze, it doesn't say, are you sure? It just does. It just does. It accepts it and it carries it out, whatever our conscious minds feeds to it. So in simple terms, your thoughts are your soul's food. Your thoughts are your soul's food. So I ask you, what are you feeding your soul? What are you feeding your soul? Are your thoughts seasoned with love or with fear? Are they baked in censorship or liberation? Soul food for liberation is the practice of resisting anything that stands against love by choosing to restand in truth. It's about being vigilant, deliberate, intentional, and courageous. It's about creating what this world needs. Yes? Yes. So, are you feasting on what liberates you, or are you feasting on what separates us? Are you feeding your soul what the world is dishing out, or what spirit is offering? So one of my sheroes is Harriet Tubman. Though enslaved, she fed her soul freedom and liberation. She trusted her inner knowing that life was greater than the trauma of bondage. She carved out space to listen, to pray, and to strategize. And then she led not just herself, but others to freedom. Tricia Hershey writes in Rest is Resistance, which is our companion book at Rockland for September. I highly recommend it. She writes, resistance is a rich spiritual posture. It opens the possibility for reinvention and connection. To know that we are divine and cared for can allow us to refuse the lies of any oppressive system. We must resist together. We must liberate together. Harriet Tubman served up an all-you-can-eat buffet of freedom and liberation. Didn't she? Yes. And she showed us what we can do when we rest, when we dream, and when we resist together. Tricia also writes, our souls are our center, an invisible, quiet force required for living. None of us will get free without resisting toxic systems that blind us to the truth of who and what we are. So as we continue this month exploring resting, we're taking naps, y'all, if y'all want to join in on that. Dreaming, awake, or daydreaming. We're adding resting, dreaming as part of our soul food, because they too are forms of resistance. You can't do what needs to get done if you're exhausted. And if you are feeding what this world is feeding up, is spooning out, guess what? You will be exhausted. So we must take time to rest. We must take time to dream. Imagine if Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King didn't have a dream. Imagine that. So we all have our part to play in our liberation. Dreaming, resting are forms of resistance in a world that tells us we must hustle, we must consume, and we must produce. So I encourage you to rest from the 10,000 things of the world. Dream a future you desire to see. Envision a world rooted in oneness. That is our vision at Rockland CSL, to envision a world rooted in oneness. And I know UUCR shares in that vision. Yes, UUCR? Yes. All right. Resist playing it safe. Resist it, y'all. It's so tempting to play it safe. Resist being comfortable. Resist just going with the flow. Resist it. Because there is something about this collective consciousness of separation that drags you into it before you know it. Resist adding into the conversations about what this one did and that one did. Resist all of that. Restand in the truth of who you are. Stand up for your gifts and express it in the world now. I want to share this real quick story about sharing our gifts. I recently was at a funeral for a dear friend. He's a very prominent person in Harlem, Lloyd Williams, and he passed in August. And Al Sharpton was at the funeral, the memorial service. And Al Sharpton gets up and he shares this story about Lloyd. And he says that when Al moved into Harlem, which is Lloyd's territory, because Al is a Brooklyn guy, people were telling him, you got to talk to Lloyd, you got to talk to Lloyd. Let him know what you're doing here. He was like, I'll do whatever I want to do. Y'all know Al Sharpton. So one day, Lloyd just shows up in his office to introduce himself. Al goes, I don't think we have an appointment. Lloyd goes, no, we don't. But let's talk. And Lloyd says to Al, I have work to do here, and you have work to do here. Your work is different from my work. Lloyd said to Al, I ain't marching, I ain't going to jail, but I'll bail you out. My work is community development, is housing for people in the community. So you have your gift, and I have my gift. And together, we can transform Harlem. And they did. So we each have our gift, our unique gift to give. Don't resist your gift. Don't resist it. Fast from the news cycle. Please get off the news, y'all. Please. Pause from technology. Yeah, Pause from technology. Go into your smartphone and see how many hours a day. It'll tell you how many hours a day you spend on that phone. It's a tool, yes. I'm not even going to look at you, Fee. It's a tool that we can use, yes? And Fee uses it brilliantly as a tool. But we use it for other things too. We use it to lull us into things that's not ours to do. Yes. Takes away from the time that we can be giving to our gifts. It's a delay tactic. There's a book by Napoleon Hill, less popular than Think and Grow Rich. And he interviews the devil. And the devil tells him, Napoleon Hill wants to know, how do you get so many people? And the devil tells him, drifters, they're all drifting. When we're on our phones, we are drifting aimlessly. I'm going to get off my soapbox about that, y'all. Center yourself through prayer, meditation, imagination, dreaming, journaling, walking in nature, acknowledging another's humanness.
Yes, yes. Amen.
Acknowledging another's divineness. Be grateful. Disrupt cruelty. Disrupt it. Serve kindness to yourself and others. In other words, stand for love and restand for truth. So remember the quote that I read earlier from the Science of Mind magazine by Amit Ray. He said, go to the center of your inner being and radiate peace in every direction. Our wings are small, but the ripples of the heart are infinite. Your soul is the individualized expression of the infinite soul of the universe. The universe is limitless in its power, and we get to use that power to feed our souls that which liberates not just us, but everyone. So let's take a moment now to feed our souls in community. I want to invite you just to get comfortable. We're going to do a brief meditation because I want and desire for this to really anchor you. Let's call this the appetizer since we're having potluck after service. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. And just ground yourself right where you are. Center yourself within yourself. And remember, you already have every inner resource you need. Feed your soul peace beyond all circumstances. And let us just breathe that in. And so peace is on the plate, feeding your soul. What do you bring to this meal? What are you feeding your soul? Just bring that to mind, accompanied by the feeling of it. Are you bringing love with peace, compassion with peace, justice with peace, joy with peace? What are you adding to the meal that feeds your soul? Just take it in. Take a bite. Allow it to nourish you. Imagine it rippling outward from your heart, nourishing the person next to you. Rippling out to this community. Rippling out to the world. This is what the world is hungry for. Let your soul feed it. And let's take a breath. When you're ready, you could come back to this space. Bring your soul food with you. So the invitation today is to resist anything that stands against love. So let me ask you the question to open the discussion. What is the soul food you are choosing today to nourish yourself with? What is the soul food, Fee? Love. Acceptance. Forgiveness. acceptance, compassion,
joy,
joy, truth, dreams, humor, justice. Those of you on Zoom can write it into the chat. So let's open it up. Who would like to share? Have a question, a comment?
My blind side.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Rev. Melissa. I'm on social media a lot because I like it, but also it's a big part of my world and my work. And I realized just the other day, I realized my power of choice in who and what I attract. And I see videos where people will repost the most violent and heinous acts. And I realized I can simply, with love and without any conversation, block them. And I've decided to do that with so much clarity because I don't want to have to scroll past it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to take it in. I don't want to engage with it. Therefore, I don't. And it feels so much lighter.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Fee.
Yeah, thank you. I have an old-fashioned landline. I just changed the outgoing message. If you know me well enough, just call my mobile. That's it. Anybody else? There's Joe. Oh, I'm walking over to Joe. We just discovered that our birthdays are one day apart. I'm another Virgo also. Here you go.
Hello, thank you. Good morning, Reverend Melissa. I really enjoyed what you had to say today, and I am guilty of mindlessly being on my cell phone way too much, and my phone lets me know. Sends me a message. You've logged 7 hours and so many minutes. I think it said per day, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a week. But it's a day that I'm staring at my phone and just mindlessly scrolling through and picking up a lot of negative this, a lot of negative that, and I find myself watching way too much news on the television. I have it on in the background while I'm doing other things, but it's, subliminally, reinforcing things that are going on in the world. And I chalk it up to, well, I just want to kind of know what's going on, in case, for a topic, in case I run into somebody, I kind of know what, the headlines are and, and have things to talk about. But meanwhile, it's eroding at me, eroding and eroding, and I find myself being one of those people that are complacent. I'm like, well, I don't really care either way. I don't like what's going on, but I'm not doing anything about it. Lately, I've been going to some marches and some protests up in my neighborhood. I'm liberal. I consider myself a liberal person, and I do want to get involved a little bit more, but I'm not really an activist. So I'm kind of torn in between of what I should do. I don't want to speak out too loudly, but I don't want to do absolutely nothing at all. So I'm kind of drifting, like you mentioned. Everything that you talked about this morning, I felt I could really connect with. So I want to just thank you for talking about that today. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe. You said so many things, and I just want to say to you, you're so correct about it does. You take it in and you don't realize the impact that it's having. It is erosive, yeah? And because our subconscious mind doesn't judge any of it, it just takes it in with a big old yes. So dream about what it is that how you can share your gift, because I know you're gifted. So just spend some time with your inner knowing. Center yourself within yourself and ask for inner guidance, and just listen. Heike?
A couple of things that sort of went to my mind. When I say a prayer, I love this idea that God's energy expresses itself through me and ask me.
Yes.
And so sometimes it's just sort of reminding myself to hold on to that energy of love, of justice, of peace, and especially during these times when I see things that are being done that are very unjust and unfair, and so I have to remind myself to focus on truth,
Yes.
on justice,
Yes.
on equality, because to allow spirit to express itself as me
Yes.
and through me. And then the other thing, I'm reading this book, and it's just that he quotes this sentence. Apparently, a comedian said that, and it says, "You are either a child of God, or you're the universe's miracle. Either way, you are awesome." And that's sort of what you were just saying, Joe, where you said, I feel like I'm not an activist, but I want to do something, and I feel the same. And I think that something is to hold on to that energy and to holding on to peace and spreading that energy rather than focusing on all the negativity in the world.
Yeah. Thank you, Heike. Behind you and in front of you, Carl.
Here you are, Gail.
Oh, thank you. Hi, everyone. I think I'm on the other side of the of the broad spectrum of online time. And not consciously, but I get that little message. Oh, this week you were on 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that's a good thing. And I think my choices have been that, I think most of us know what's going on in the world. I mean, I think we're either hear it from somewhere else or we've read it. And, my choice has been to see it and delete it right away or stop it on the phone. And then I turn myself to spiritual thoughts and spiritual messages, which are of peace and hope. And again, trying to instill those messages as opposed to the other ones.
Yes. Thank you, Gail.
Okay.
Mabel.
Let's see. Oh, Mabel, okay.
Good morning, and thank you for a wonderful sermon. I've been thinking, like all of the comments, it's an incredibly frightful time. I ended up in the emergency room last week with a humongous anxiety attack, and I think largely it's because of the way I'm internalizing what's going on in the world. And I just wanted to, I'm not going to bring in any thoughts because I feel the same frustration as all of you. I've always been involved in politics and in working for different political groups. I've worked in different campaigns, and I'm in that world. But what's going on besides that, it's way beyond at this point. And I just want to point out a simple form of resistance that we might not think about too much, but let's try to stop our consuming. Just don't, if you can, stop your subscription to Disney and Hulu and all the people that are acting in horrendous ways against our First Amendment. Please do it. I strongly urge you to, just try not to consume Amazon. Try not, let's resist together economically, because I feel like that's the only option we have these days. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Mabel.
Yeah.
Cheryl, Carl.
Let's see. We're going across the room in the back now. Let's see who's got their hand up. There's Jim.
Jim, then Cheryl.
I try to consume news consciously, limit it to 1 hour a day, high quality sources, 30 minutes in the middle of the day, 30 minutes later in the day. And I pay attention, what is happening? What do I seeing going on, and how do I feel about it? And you might say, well, there's a fake, false dictum of the modern world. What are you doing about it? And that's complete baloney. The thing is, what do you want to do? What's in you? You know, what's in your soul? So one of the things I'm doing is an hour a day. I'm witnessing. That's all.
Beautiful, Jim. Thank you
And
for
Cheryl.
sharing that.
I just had two comments about social media. One is I've realized that I have to be careful about responding to certain posts that I feel passionate about, because I see that you could say something and then somebody else will comment to say the opposite, and then you respond, and the next thing you know, you're having a whole argument with somebody you don't even know, and then it gets nasty. You know, people get crazy. So I may look at it, but I'm like, I'm not responding because I don't need that back and forth thing. The other thing is about, I can get distracted. I know sometimes I go online and my intention is to go, let's say, to our website to check something out, but before I get there, videos pop up that I like comedy and dancing. And that's my two things that I love. So an hour later, after because they keep popping up, I'm like, what was I on here for? And eventually I will get there, but I realize I've just wasted an hour looking at videos. And this is not why I came on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Who can relate to that? Oh, my goodness, yes.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yes,
And,
it is by
I think
design.
we need to start to wrap this up a little bit. I'll just... What?
Call Miss Vivian. You just walked right by her. Miss Vivian.
I'm
right
sorry, I just want to make a comment here. That is, I think what's happening with social media is accelerating the aging process. I don't do what you do. I do that from room to room. I can't remember what I was doing here.
Yes. Your time is precious. Be selective.
Yes, Miss Vivian. Yes, yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
Well, we
yes.
focus on. I think it's ready to wrap.
Yes.
Anybody online? Nope. Okay.
Okay. So we have our closing song with Rhonda. Let's give Rhonda some appreciation. You might know this song is by Karen Drucker, Beauty in You.
I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. And so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you. And so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and sweet, sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see the light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. greatness in you. I see the goodness in you. I see all that wisdom in you. I see some strength in you. I see joy in you. I see the light shining through. I see love. I see grace in you. I see the courage in you. I see all of the heart in you. And so it is. Ooh, and so it is. Oh, and so it is. And so it is.
Thank you, Rhonda. So I offer these closing words. Remember, your soul is your center, your strength, your guide. Feed it with peace, nourish it with love, season it with justice, and let it ripple out into the world, a world that is hungry for healing. So we go forth, re-standing in truth, resisting all that stands against love. Let's affirm that. I am resisting all that stands against love.
I am resisting all that stands against love.
So we go forth resting, dreaming, and daring to be free. And know that the infinite soul of the universe goes with you, is through you, and is you. Amen. And so it is. Amen.